but no bottoms.
It was really weird when I went into the Tux rental place and they handed me pants and I just handed them back. They weren't a fan of it. I don't need these.
3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is 3 Hit Combo Podcast, episode 300. It's also our 7th birthday. I'm here with Andy, Tim, and Skyler.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they converged.
Double whammy.
Yeah.
And Mercury is in retrograde, too. So, I don't know.
No wonder I'm acting so
I just
rambunctious.
throw that out there.
Whoever's like, oh man, the moon's not aligned tonight, I can't go out. I would make fun of that person incredibly hard.
Well, it's a good thing I don't share my opinions on this podcast.
It's a good thing I mask my real beliefs with his 20%. I'm really glad that everybody was wearing tuxedos for this one. I feel like we all look real snazzy for this audio,
Tuxedo tops, no pants.
Yep.
I was tempted to get a cake and put 300 individual candles in it.
Oh, Jesus.
And light it up like a Christmas tree.
Well, the fire department's been called, and
you
get 300 of those candles you can't blow out.
Yeah, you look like you have something to say over there, Tim.
Nah, it's just we're all trying to jam in the goofs and try not to talk over each other.
Let's not blow our entire wad here within the first 5 minutes.
Jam in the goofs.
Yeah.
We don't want a front-loaded goof podcast. We want to spread out those goofs.
Sprinkle them in.
I just watched Skyler inhale twice, and then Andy just jump in. He was like, and then boom! Andy jumps in. This is fucking funny. Let's say that.
I have a very visual inhale right before I'm about to deliver just one of Skyler's patented premium goofs. And I got snubbed twice.
I'm sorry.
It's more the fact if it was like, and then just the purest interruption of joy. Like you were so excited to say whatever the fuck you were saying just now.
Who was even listening?
I was too busy giggling at the fact that the event had occurred.
Yeah, because there's a sadness in my eyes. It definitely goes from like excitement, like, oh, there's gonna be a funny goof, to droopy dog, just like, oh.
See, I looked over at Tam and it looked like he was getting ready to cock a goof. But he wasn't able to fire.
Yeah, one in the chamber.
Cock a goof.
Just fucking pray and spray those goofs all over the place.
I think I wrote down some stats. I have podcast stats.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
How many podcasts have
we've
people
earned
not
$1 million? I mean, no, never mind. We earned $0. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, $0.
Google AdSense hooked us up with 5 cents.
Yeah. I got
amount of times we wish Tam was Skyler on the podcast.
Every day. I wish it every day.
Okay. So here's the stat I wanted to bring up. I know we always goof about a certain member of this podcast not actually being a member of this podcast. Mm-hmm. I don't want to name names.
Yeah, Skyler left for a year.
But we have indeed had more Tam episodes than we have had non-Tam episodes.
Oh, look at that.
Yay.
Looks like Stoop Kid finally lifted his stoop, huh?
We had 66 episodes with Skyler for the first run.
That was like season 1.
Yeah. That was season 1.
Seasons.
And then season 2 was Andy and I for 75 episodes.
Was it really?
Yeah.
75 episodes?
Yeah, it was
Jesus.
75 episodes before Tam was like, hey, you guys need a third guy? And we've had 159 episodes with Tam.
Dang.
So that's season, 3, 4, and 5.
6 seasons in a movie.
That's right. We need a 3-hit combo podcast movie.
Well, I mean, we did have our Christmas special, which could you check the stat sheet on how many times Tam has been present for ad-libbing bear noises in a Christmas special?
Funny enough, I did write that down. Unfortunately, it is 0.
Oh, dang. Only true podcast members have the bear noises.
Now, hold on 1 second. I'm pretty sure that my agent never came to me with any bear noise improvisation roll call. So don't bitch at me because I need to fire my agent.
I mean, that's a real good way to pass the buck. Yeah, it's your agent's fault.
You
Take some
know,
initiative in your own life.
Or appropriately blame the person at fault. Skyler.
we left that up to a sequel, and definitely have not done that.
Didn't we start writing like a chunk?
Did we?
I thought
I
there was
think
a
so,
chunk.
and then we bailed on it.
Yeah.
Well, I think we started writing it like maybe 10 days before it would have to be released, and then we just nah.
Yeah.
Man, it sucks that I've just now been accepted into the group on episode 300. You guys are having this really fun nostalgic moment. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. I have no idea.
We did a Christmas special. It was like a radio Christmas special.
Okay.
We went to the North Pole to save Santa from Atlas, which is Santa backwards.
Oh.
He was the evil Santa.
I remember there was a couple rewrites for Nega Santa.
Yeah.
We decided to steer away from that.
And I know during a particularly tense recording session, we decided to take a break and order a pizza, which happened to have "Happy Anniversary, Matt" written in the box because Skyler asked.
Oh yeah,
That's really funny.
it's good times. Oh man, and then there was that classic Rudolph ad lib where I just decided to take the character's voice in a very unique direction. And it was real hard to get a clean take on that one because Andy and Matt were giggling into their mics, tittering, if you will.
It was good. We were tempted to ask the delivery guy to make elf noises.
Oh yeah.
Remember? I have that clip saved of Skyler going, "Come into my basement, make elf noises."
Wasn't that on the soundboard for a while?
It could have been, yeah.
Do you guys have any, besides the Christmas special, do you have any other special podcast moments you can think of?
We did that live stream,
Oh yeah,
We did a live stream.
Super Mario World.
Yeah,
Yes, Super Mario World, that's right.
I remember we were like a third of the way through, and I was like falling asleep because I was just so like done with Super Mario World.
Yeah, I remember. I got a story.
Yeah,
So Skyler and I are playing through it. I don't know how much Andy actually played. Did you play?
I wasn't good at Mario, so
Okay. So Skyler and I were like making our way through. We were doing pretty well. And then I think it was more like 2/3 of the way through. I think
Yeah.
when we made it to that forest
yeah.
that you like had checked out. Mm-hmm. And so I get us to Bowser. And Skyler's the one that fucking defeats him.
There you go. Yep. Not a big fan of the Forest of Illusions or Chocoland.
Yeah, Forest of Illusions is tough. I wanted to do that again with Mario 3. And actually, Andy and I did play a little Mario 3. Remember we made it to like World 3 or something?
yes, we did.
That was the one where I was like, it'd be interesting is if like you and I played for like 3 worlds and then like Tam and I played for 3 worlds and then like just you and Tam tackle like World 8.
I do remember that idea.
I'm really bad at Mario. So.
Yeah, we wouldn't get far.
You no win. Okay, well.
Oh, I mean, now hold on.
I'll still do it. I just
Funny comes from failure.
Okay.
So-
Yeah. I mean, at some point though, you gotta like beat the game, or you're just gonna blue ball everyone on YouTube.
Now,
By everyone, I mean the 5 people that watch it.
I've seen the
Matt
Game
Weaver.
Grumps, and that's half their shtick, is not being good at video games.
Right. But
we could just be slightly less angry. We could be game. I feel like they took the only alliteration that would work in this scenario. That's good branding.
Grouches.
That's,
Game Grouches.
Game
Got
Grouches,
it.
yeah.
Got it one. Thank you.
I can't believe
branding.
not a single person came up with game goofs.
Well,
You would be the double goofers.
we would. We're not allowed to put this episode out. We need to capitalize on that YouTube channel. Right meow.
All right, before I upload this, we will copyright that.
Yeah, that's good.
Double goofers.
And there's like other things I've streamed where like I streamed Wolfenstein one time, Oregon Trail. There have been other games. Andy and I played Injustice, the first one.
Yeah.
That was pretty close. That one time we played Madden. You and I. For like a Christmas special or something.
Oh man, I don't remember that.
We played it on my Xbox One. It was you and me, and then Tam was also on commentary.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that.
And that was also a close game. That came down to the wire.
Yes.
So I think I have a Wii U. I have so many controllers. We could definitely try and hook up the Super Mario Wii U, whatever the fuck, with the cat suits and 4 players. We could probably make that work.
Yeah, we would need like Elgato or something like that
No.
to plug into a computer.
Is it because of the cat suits?
Yes.
Is that why you need Elgato?
Yes.
The cat.
I thought I kept our Christmas scripts on my Google Drive, but doesn't look like it.
I might have the script on the Google Drive. I don't know. Yeah. We played Five Nights at Freddy's. You remember that?
Yep, I remember that.
That was
Yeah,
going to be my big gameplay memory of
Oh,
me.
sorry.
No, it's okay. It's
No,
okay.
hold on. Let's.
Guys, do you remember that one time where we played Five Nights at Freddy's and I was super making fun of you two for like being scared and jumping, but then I got on and I was like, this is actually way more intense than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I remember that.
Five Nights is
Wish I would have brought that up.
Yeah, I wish you would have too, Matt. It would have been a good segue for me to like riff off of you. But now we'll never know.
Damn. Trying to think of other.
Let's see. We've done a live podcast.
We've definitely done a live podcast.
We did a podcast in the past.
We did do a podcast that was like what 90s themed or something. I dug up old stories from like the late 90s.
Nice.
We've done podcasts like periodically during, the present. Standard episodes.
That 90s podcast, I remember I made a drop about Y2K, and it was like the party like it's 1999, but then like an atomic bomb goes off and there's a bunch of screaming. It's like one of my favorite drops.
Dude, the Y2K thing was hilarious. It was also hilarious that like the computers just couldn't understand it. They had to get updates for it.
I'm gonna go through our... Oh! Remember when we played Pokemon
Yeah.
and we stopped because Andy couldn't beat the game?
yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, that was fun.
I remember.
I want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors that we've had. Pace Salsa.
Yes.
Taste you put in your face.
Uh-huh. What other ones?
I did say all of them.
I love that Pace is a sponsor.
Andy and I have also played, we played Civilization 5 on stream, and we also played Portal 2.
Yeah, I'm going through the portals again at home.
Portal 2 was very fun. We played some Minecraft. I'm pretty sure our most viewed video of all time came from a solo stream. It's loading right now.
This is the Jurassic Park one.
Yeah, it's the T-Rex headbutt versus pterodactyl dropkick.
How many views?
1,000.
Oh, hey.
That's a lot of views.
What's our next?
That's
What's
nothing
the
to
second?
sneeze at.
Another Jurassic Park, 432 views.
Oh, that's a big jump.
Actually, our highest viewed podcast is episode 4, Miniskirt Monday.
and they dropped off.
Yeah.
Like, well, I'm
And
bouncing.
that's when it all turned bad.
Following that, it's episode 41, Putin on the Ritz.
That's
What
good.
the
That's
fuck?
good
This
name.
is so
That's a
random.
good name.
Let's see. Do we have any with 69 views? Oh, nope, close. We need 3 more views on drunk NCAA football to get to 69 views.
I'm on it.
All right.
Why? How many listens is episode 4?
You really want to just sell us out on how many listens an episode has on YouTube?
I'm curious.
170.
Do we have any like statistics for our stuff?
Yeah, they're on FeedBurner. I just haven't
Oh, okay.
looked in a
Alright.
long time.
What's the future of the podcast? Are we going to keep jamming, doing the same thing? Or are we going to go
Hoverboards.
bigger? We're going to go crazier. We're going to get smoke machines and lasers in this room.
We're going to consistently wear tux tops.
But no bottoms.
It was really weird when I went into the tux rental place and they handed me pants and I just handed them back. They weren't a fan of them. I don't need these.
Going to wear some
Trust
board
me.
shorts.
They're like, haha, you're going to be a Chippendale for Halloween? I'm like, no. No,
I'm going to
not.
my friend's house.
July.
Also.
Our 7th most listened to episode on YouTube is The Best of Skyler,
Yay.
which is right behind episode 33, Fecal Urgency.
Anything about poop.
Yeah, I think that's something we should probably discuss. Is what's next for 3 Hit Combo Podcast? They've podcasted, they've vlogged. Now it's time to go into Odorcast. So
Great idea. We will get unique odors from the podcast. Sell them on our store.
Make candles. This is three guys in a room for 4 guys in a room for hour and a half smell.
solid dude stink.
This is the smell of new CDs.
Spilt milk behind your cabinet.
This is the smell of Skyler dropping coffee.
It just smells like coffee.
It's
Did you
just-
smell coffee when you were walking in, Tam?
No.
Oh, I spilled all of my coffee walking in. Pretty awesome.
you open the jar and it's just the seal breaking. Is Skyler going, fuck!
God fucking damn it!
And then you smell coffee.
It's one of those like those new cars that you open. It's got the one-time use. If here's a song that plays, "Fuck me."
Oh, boys. Do you guys want to get into gaming news already?
Let's do it.
We have any more reminiscing to do?
We have gotten 0 nudes, people.
Yeah, that's right. That's a good point.
We are the protector of your nudes.
It's been like 6 years, 5 years since we said we will protect your nudes. This was, I think, on the heels of the fappening.
yeah. Yes. So what, 2014? So yeah.
Yeah, probably about then.
Fucking Andy knows the exact,
September 29th, 2014.
knows the fucking hour. What a fucking dork.
And then we said, hey, your nudes are leaking. Just email them to us, and they won't get out.
Yeah, we'll fix it with like some Mighty Mended.
Yeah, we'll
Close those leaks.
What we do is, like, if you want to save them, we'll print them, and then we'll delete the files. So the only way to get them is like analog.
Yeah, we'd have to.
You
mail-
have to come into Matt's house and go into his closet, into the duffel bag, and get your nudes.
Get your
for a
nudes.
charge. We can mail them to you
Right.
in regular mail, not email. That's how the fucking
Yeah,
problem
that's how they
started.
get you. Yeah. Okay, let's get into gaming news. By the way, I got all gaming stories.
Oh. Yeah.
Gaming news so great, you'll be coming back for more. This is gaming news.
Slap SpongeBob there. No Man's Sky is actually climbing the charts 2 years after launch.
Good for them. It took them 2 years to make a game or fix a game.
It's now in Steam's top 10 most played titles.
Cool.
So I know I touched on this last episode about how I miss like kind of the hype and the release, and I just sort of heard about the crash of No Man's Sky. What is that game? Like, what do you do? Like, what What happens?
It's like space Minecraft.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
space Minecraft. Cool.
That's the most simplest way I could tell you about it.
High res Minecraft.
High res space Minecraft.
The one thing that they were selling pretty hard was that you could go from space to like plant the ground on a planet without any loading and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Planet side, space, planet side.
Well, okay. You could just do that. All right.
And you can build your bases. You can, buy freighters and sell shit. There's like space battles and NPCs that you can talk to, but they're all aliens and they're like blah, 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 blah.
That was a little racist, but yeah, he pretty much got the point.
Yeah. And now it has actual full-blown real multiplayer.
Which was promised at the very beginning.
Yes,
Yes.
2 years ago.
Yep.
I've heard just listening to other podcasts that haven't quite made it to 300 episodes, like some prestigious podcasts that I know, that like a lot of No Man's Sky's deal was that PlayStation was like, this game's gonna be fucking huge. Let's put you on the main stage. Let's fucking pimp the shit out of this. And they went, okay, it might not be what we're, this is the dream. This is what we show at the booth. Like, no, we're gonna put you on the main stage. You're gonna be at E3 4 years in a row. And so, like this little indie title got some major fucking traction. And
Yeah,
when
that's-
people were like, hey, this isn't better than you promised, and they went, yeah, we fucking know. This making games are hard.
Well, what's even worse is that Hello Games is like 15 dudes.
Yeah.
So
I think the coolest part of the story is that when the game didn't launch correctly, like it didn't live up to fan expectation. They weren't like, they didn't have this big PR speech of like, well, it is what it is. They just shut up, got to work, and were like, all right, it's now the game that we want it to be. Please play. And everybody and their grandma were like, okay.
Yeah, and
Let's do it.
I wouldn't have believed them if I hadn't seen it done with Final Fantasy 14.
that is like the best Phoenix story of a game.
Because it launched and it was total ass. And then that's the bath mat.
Oh, okay.
For anyone thinking that someone just got shot. No, we're just loudly cleaning.
I love it.
But yeah, that game was total shit. And then they like went back and like crunch timed and then relaunched, and now it's like I guess a super fantastic game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you listening? Sumo Digital, makers of Little Big Planet 3. God, that game fucking sucks.
Did Media Molecule not do 3?
No.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they sold out to Sumo Digital, and they just kind of made that game because they thought, oh, this will probably make money regardless, and then it was just shitty.
Oh, dick! I did not know that. Mm-hmm. Dude, those guys have been super quiet for a while. Media Molecule.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big like sandboxy. This is Minecraft. You make your own fucking game, dork type of game player. Like, it's not-
You lack imagination.
yeah. Yes. Correct.
Yeah, he needs to be told what to do and when to do it.
I'm not-
Legend of Zelda.
I'm not fucking making it. I'm not fucking making a game. That's not my job. It's your fucking job to make a game. You tell me what to fucking play. But I think this is a really cool success story for anybody who's like looking to get into video games and never gets like negative feedback, or anybody who wants to do anything gets negative feedback. It's like it might not be exactly what you or the good people want, but just keep grinding and you'll get there.
I also wonder if Hello Games promised Sony a lot of this stuff, and then that's why Sony was like, dude, this is some main stage shit. And then when it launched, Sony was probably like, what's up?
Yeah.
What you guys doing?
I mean, there's that side that could be it too, but like from everything that I've heard, it was very much Sony's super gung ho about this, and they were like, "Yeah, we'll do our best." Yeah, I'm so Dad, you're just paying attention to me, so I'll say what I need to say to have this happen, and it just didn't quite get there.
But hey, it's a full game now, so
Yeah.
I'm excited. My dad has it because I was like, oh, this is right up his alley because he likes collecting and crafting shit in Fallout.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, this might be right up his alley, but I don't think he's playing it, so I'm gonna get that back.
Does he have like a whole city in Fallout? Do you make it?
He
make a
basically
town?
he has basically built up every camp in Fallout 4.
Well, on the flip side, Hello Games scrambles to fix a No Man's Sky bug that's wiping out save files.
Now, why would you do that, Matt?
You see, I teed that one up.
Oh man.
I should probably wait then.
It's in the process of being fixed on PC. This story was only this was a couple days ago, so you're probably safe by now.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
But that did happen. There were save files being deleted.
That sucks.
That happened to me in Skyrim. The save file got so big on the PS3. And
Yeah.
then they were having, like, they would just delete itself.
I lost a save file for fucking Final Fantasy X when I was a youngin', and I was near the end. I didn't actually finally beat Final Fantasy X like all the way through until like 2 years ago, but I made it all the way to the end like twice.
Yeah, I had an issue where my Pokemon Blue save file kept getting corrupted or being deleted. Turns out Steven was just deleting it because he's an asshole.
Oh, shit.
I was like, yeah, that's because you have a brother.
Yeah.
I have a sister. I get it. I know how that works.
My twin brother, Steven, would just delete it because he's a douche. Anytime he get mad at me or whatever, delete it. Thanks, man.
Fortnite has a porn parody.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's called Fortnite.
The creativity of the porn industry has no bounds, and it's amazing.
This article, by the way, takes a shot at Fortnite not being a good title, and they recommend Fuck Night. And I'm like,
Nah, I
I think
disagree.
Fortnite's
Too on
better.
the nose.
Yeah.
Speaking of on the nose, scene 3, it's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
It's a good one.
So,
Actress got
I
very
mean, is
creative.
this like interactive game porn parody, or is it just
No, it's just your
just
your
a
regular
standard
porn parody.
pornographic video?
Yeah.
It looks like they went to Nobby's, just gathered a bunch of shit and masks and guns, and they're like, we're gonna make a porno.
Now the coolest part about the entire pornography is whenever like they're having sexual intercourse. Yeah. And,
No fucking way.
Yeah, man. It's like it's the first pornography of its kind where there's actually sex happening.
Wow, groundbreaking.
And as I know,
I mean, it's 2018.
300 episodes, we've grown up. It's really crazy that the guy who's just banging a couple out. There's two people involved. It's a couple.
Wow.
He's building an entire wood tower at the same time.
Okay.
Piece
He's
by piece.
he's fucking over here and sawing a plank over here. Like it's really impressive.
His multitasking skills.
Yeah, you could go pro.
For some reason, this makes me think of last night. I was playing PUBG for the first time, everybody. And I should upload that kill to our podcast Facebook page because I got the stupidest first kill ever. I walked across a crossbow and I was so fucking tempted to grab that shit. Like, I'm brand new to the game. There's no way I'm killing anyone with a crossbow, but I'm looking at it like, I start sweating.
Dude, that game is so intense. I fucking love it.
Yeah, but how many wacky towers can you build?
See, I'm not fast enough, and that game is the meta now is all building in that game,
Yeah,
and I can't
that's what makes it so interesting and fun.
build.
The maps are ever changing because you get to have influence on the map.
EA has opened a cross-platform multiplayer for future titles.
I'll believe it when I see it,
They
especially Sony's end.
Yeah, he's got to talk to Papa Sony.
This was in a Q1 financial call yesterday. EA revealed it's open to the ideas of providing cross-platform multiplayer with its future titles.
I mean, there's been plenty of games that come out and they say that they're open to the idea, but it's not up to the game.
No, not entirely.
Yeah, I'm open to Skyler not being on the podcast ever again, but you other two fucks won't let me.
No.
But I'm super open to the idea. It doesn't make me be a worse of a person.
Which has been noted
Yeah.
many times.
On episode 200 and 201 and 202 and 203.
You weren't there for 204.
I was not there for 204. I had something to do. But 205, back on the fuck Skyler train.
Back on that grind.
Okay. Nope, this story has been updated.
Oh, no.
All right. What's the title? And we gets to guess the update.
This is okay. Battlefield 5's grand operations will miss its launch day.
Hey, it won't. All right, next one.
you nailed it.
That's great.
That's another good high five. NBA Live 19 reveals its first ever female create-a-player option.
That's cool.
I'm sure someone out there is losing their mind, but it's video games and it's fake.
So, like, yeah, I always see the two major responses to this is just like, oh man, it totally ruins the game, it's whatever. And then the other response is just like, yeah, sure, cool. Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's neat.
It's cool that they put it in the game, but it sucks that like it's only available whenever you put the game on easy mode.
Oh, yeah. Goofer.
You know, I think it's funny though because you know there's people complaining about it. Oh, it's not realistic. And the thing is, you have to create the player. Like you don't have to create the player in the first place. But I could see someone just angrily like sitting there with their controller, like shaping eyebrows, like this is so fucking stupid. God damn it!
How dare there be a 50-50 toggle slider of dick, no dick in my Vidya game?
I would think there's 3 settings.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, double dick.
Double dicks?
That's the other one.
2 dicks?
That's the third gender.
That's... We've now officially decided there are 3.
Double dick.
Just depends on how many dicks you have.
Yeah.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance games were delisted.
No.
Can't buy them on PC. You can't buy them on Xbox One. You can't buy them on PlayStation 4. They're gone. All
Good thing
gone.
I have my PS3 copy.
Good thing I torrented a copy of the first one, so I still
Bing.
have it.
I've only ever played the first one.
Oh shit, the SWAT team's rolling in mad.
That's all you need.
I'm wearing a wire.
Yeah, that's all you need. The second one is kind of a letdown.
Oh, yeah?
The biggest part of the letdown was like, so the second one's Civil War, which was neat in concept, but you kind of lock off half the characters, so it's kind of like you have a more shallow roster than the first game. But they really hyped up the fact that everyone like can come together and like do tandem moves, but there's like 4 tandem moves in the game, and they're just like palette swapped.
That's...
Like just throwing it out there. Like Captain America's shield. Like anyone who can shoot laser beams, that's their tandem with Captain America no matter what. It's the same laser beam, whether it's a yellow laser beam or a blue laser beam. Or
But not a red laser beam.
oh, of course not. But anyone with Wolverine that's big, fastball special, no matter who it is, as long as they're bigger than Wolverine.
Which is most of them, because he's like 5
Yeah.
foot tall.
So it's like, yeah, you have quote unquote hundreds of unique combo moves, but they're the same ones recycled that look slightly different.
That sounds like a really... Like, there are so many games that would be cool to redo in,
Yeah.
like, 2018. That sounds like a really sick game just to be like... Obviously, we had a vision for this game. The vision was limited by experience. The vision was limited by hardware. Let's wipe the slate clean and let's reboot this game. Let's go back to Marvel Ultimate Alliance and see what 2018 developers could do.
Yeah.
Now with the fucking superhero craze, I bet it would do gangbusters.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Now that all those nerds are into those nerd movies.
When I found this story, I decided to just, for shits and giggles, look up mods for the first Ultimate Alliance game. That mod community is still active today.
Oh, I mean, not
Really?
anymore. They just shut all the shit down. But
Like, as of yesterday, they were putting out new mods.
yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Pretty crazy.
How many of them are inappropriate?
I did not see any inappropriate ones, actually.
Well, that's good.
They're just all new heroes, you know?
Good, clean-hearted fun.
Yeah. I was looking for, just for the hell of it, again, I wasn't really planning on playing Final Fantasy X, but I was looking at Final Fantasy X mods. I found a mod that, get this, adds more clothes to a female character.
What? Why?
Is it Luna?
Why?
Actually, it was all the females.
Oh.
But Yuna was the
Winter
top
coats
one.
and shit.
Fucking burqa.
Combat boots and a ski mask. Work gloves.
Orange construction vest.
Yeah.
Just to top it all off.
Sunglasses.
Microsoft's Xbox One adaptive controller also has accessible packaging. Have you guys seen the adaptive controller?
That sweet one.
It looks
No.
like a pair of turntables.
Yeah, that thing's neat.
Yeah, it's for gamers with limited mobility.
That's fucking cool.
It retails for $99. The packaging is also
cheap too.
also easy to open for those with poor motor skills.
Like it's really that's really fucking cool.
Yeah.
I saw like a 15-minute I mean like a Facebook video about like the Uncharted QuickTime events being changed. Like you can go into a setting and like change it to more like cinematic or just an easier QuickTime event just because of people not being able to like play the game.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
kind of opens the door to more like first party adaptive controllers for this or that. There's always been like a modding community for adaptive controllers for people with limited mobility, but now it's kind of like first party.
Nice.
Microsoft, they're cool. They do some of the neat stuff.
Microsoft sucks. Remember that one time with the Xbox One where they said fuck everybody else?
I remember.
Yeah, fuck them for that forever.
Yeah.
I do remember that. I
They're
remember
like-
PS4's response like, "Here's how you share a game on PS4."
Here, buddy.
Man, it
Here
was
you go.
so good. And now we're like in the exact opposite timeline inside of like the same console generation. Like PlayStation, you can share games that way, but you certainly can't play with your other friends.
Yeah, on other consoles.
Separate but equal. Am I right, PlayStation?
That's right.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the video I posted on the podcast page for Fallout Miami?
Yep.
I watched the trailer for it.
It is an upcoming Fallout 4 mod that looks really fucking good.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Does it fix the part of the story that I didn't like?
Well, it's a completely different story.
Does it get rid of all the women folk that are too fragile to be in the wasteland?
I don't remember seeing a woman in the trailer. So, yes.
Good.
Sounds like the most realistic game I've ever played.
The human race is completely fucked in Fallout Miami because there's only dudes left.
That's the
And
whole plot. You
There's
gotta go find a babe.
there's gator claws.
Oh, that's really fucking cool.
Yeah.
They
And
look
it's
really
a
cool.
mod, like the community made this?
It is a mod. Yes.
Do you think Bethesda's gonna shut that shit down?
No, because they have made completely different story mods off of Skyrim, and they're totally neato with it.
That's hype.
Yeah, Bethesda's usually pretty good about.
Yeah.
Actually, like a lot of like their console systems, like they have mod. I don't want to say stores because you don't buy them, but like databases that you can just like load up through there.
Yeah. I know Skyrim has like people have made like an extra like 40 hours worth of content for Skyrim, just like completely off of Skyrim. I know there's a mod that like uses like the Skyrim architecture to make like a completely different fucking game.
Wow.
Like not even a different story, but like it's just a different game.
It's a shooter.
Yeah.
There's I know there's also a mod where you can finally murder that fuck in Whiterun. God damn it, that little boy. Oh, that fucking piece of shit. I don't care who your dad is.
Bethesda seems like total bros. They seem like what as gamers we want every gaming company to be. Incredibly successful and just so fucking chill, dude. So
They
chill.
can be chill.
Like, give me an instance where they're not chill. Give me that conversation.
Creation Club.
What?
Creation Club.
Creation Club.
Pay for mods.
Um,
Paid mods.
Well, did Bethesda make the mods?
No.
So you have to pay Bethesda to use the mods, or you have to pay Bethesda and they'll pay the creator?
they're like approved mods.
They're like an intermediary.
Okay.
They're like the target. and then you go in there and you buy your Cuisine Art slow cooker.
They did try at some point in time before Creation Club to charge for Steam mods. And
Yeah.
that blew up super quick.
They also sold me horse armor.
You bought that.
I bought horse armor. It was the
What?
first
I know someone who did that? Oh my god.
first DLC I ever bought. I was like 15, and I was like, fuck yeah, protect my horses. Didn't do shit.
Wow. I
Did
didn't
it
know.
look cool?
Yeah, it was slightly better,
Worth
I guess.
it.
Yeah. But then they also released the Shivering Isles for Oblivion, and that was a good purchase.
I
Yeah.
made up for it.
It just seemed like bros,
I'm kind of
or maybe they learned to be bros. Is that fair?
I don't know. Creation Club was pretty fucking recent.
Yeah, it was like Fallout recent.
I always thought like my favorite company was maybe Rockstar, but they're
GTA
bleeding
Online.
the fuck out of GTA 5. So
I'd probably say Blizzard. Is
Blizzard?
my favorite.
yeah.
Their shit is so solid.
Well, that's because of their high fiber diet.
What? Oh, ha! I see what you did there. No high five. No high five.
Good.
You
Good.
take that back.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Rocket League creators reveal drop rates for crates amid growing concern for loot box legislation.
So what's the rates?
55% chance to get a rare item.
How much? 55?
55% chance to get a rare item, all the way down to a 1% chance for a black market item.
Dang, 1%.
Let's see. If you're... Oh, here's a good breakdown. Rare item, 55%. I like how rare item is the most common. Rare item, 55%. Very rare item, 28%. Import item, 12%. Exotic item, 4%. Black market item, 1%. Chance of receiving the painted attribute, 25%. And chance of receiving the certified attribute, 25%.
Jesus.
Nice. We need to start playing Rocket League. I fucking love that game.
Yeah,
Rocket League's the shit. I have it on PS4.
I have it on PS4. Skyler.
I also have it on PS4.
Well, there we go.
I
All
no
right.
longer have a PS4, but I'm trying to get the Spider-Man one because that thing looks
It does look
fucking
sweet.
amazing.
That thing looks so cool.
Holy shit! Have you seen that Spider-Man PlayStation 4?
Yeah, we did a story about it.
Oh man, it was
Yeah, last
so
week on the
good.
podcast you missed.
I listened to that episode just for the intro, and then I got out of my car and then didn't go back. It's like a bad,
Didn't
like
go
a
back to
bad
his car
friend.
and just drove into the lake.
Just like I'm bouncing, dude.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got the tape. Moving on.
Rocket League doubles its prize pool to $1 million for Season 6
Wow.
for the Rocket League Championship Series.
Wow.
Oh, we should get to practicing, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Can you do some sick flip? I'll be the cheerleader. Rocket
Yeah.
League's a 3-man team. Yeah,
Is that guy got pom-poms on his dick?
You could be our coach.
I'll be the coach.
Yeah, coach us up.
All right, I'm down.
So this is like one thing I thought was super cool in Rocket League. Like, it wasn't right when it came out, but it was a couple months after when me and one of my buddies down in Florida got into it. There was a guy who was hanging out with us who wasn't very into video games at all, but he was super into just watching us play Rocket League. It's a very entertaining game to watch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a super entertaining game. It's honestly like watching fucking sports. And you know, I'm not too much into esports. Like especially something like League, I'm just kind of like, yeah, so that's great. Rocket League, though, I can definitely get into that.
It comes down to sort of like a pacing. So I feel like MOBAs are just kind of they're I mean, like, if you know what's going on, they're pretty action packed. Like, you can see the strategy and all that, but overall, if you're just coming in with no knowledge, it's pretty slow. And then you have games like Overwatch, which actually was on ESPN2 last night.
Yes, it was.
It was all the bars that we went to last night. They were playing Overwatch.
Yeah. And I was watching that, and I was, like, super into it. But I could tell that if somebody who didn't know anything about Overwatch was watching, they'd be fucking lost. That game is impossible to like keep up with if you don't know what's happening.
Yeah, you have to know what's going on.
Oh, we're spectating Tracer right now, and she's like fucking halfway across the map. Okay, and now we're switching over to this and this camera angle. And look at all these guys shooting magical beams at each other. Like, no one could possibly follow that if they didn't know what's happening. So that's the opposite.
That game,
of the
it
spectrum.
can be pretty chaotic.
Yeah. But I feel like Rocket League falls right into that nice kind of pacing. It's not super hard to understand. It's like cars hit the ball into the goal.
Yeah, it's soccer. It's crazy soccer.
What's soccer?
Football.
Well, yeah, I like that game too.
It's where you play with a hoop and a stick.
Why would you call it football
Hoopy sticky.
if you don't?
Is what
play?
we called it back in the day.
Oh, so they had a rebranding?
Yeah, it's been homogenized.
That's cool. I dig it.
So in Dragon Ball Fighters, you can now play as basically 4 different versions of Goku.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
what
because they added
versions?
Bardock,
And
right?
Vegeta.
So
They
here's
got basic ass Vegeta too.
they added base form Goku. So they have base form Goku, Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and then of course Goku Black. That's why I say basically, because it's
Well, now let's
it's
talk.
his
now-
body.
Now let's talk about it.
It's his body.
That game's fucking hype as hell. Have you guys ever seen like high level Dragon Ball Fighters games?
On occasion, I have.
Oh my god, they're so fucking great. They're so good. Nobody ever plays Teen Gohan. He's my favorite, but he's real bad.
Yeah, he's one of the worst.
Yeah, he's sick.
It's like physically sick. Yeah, he's
so-
ill. Anytime you play him, he has the flu. It's
Yeah.
the worst.
I don't know if it's still the case, but I know when it launched, Yamcha was actually pretty high.
Yamcha's broken, dude. Holy
Really?
cannoli. Yamcha's in fucking
I like-
nuts.
they've-
Yamcha's won majors.
They finally threw him a bone. Did you know they make those pop vinyl figures? They make a dead Yamcha one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my god!
Yamcha's sick. Yamcha has the same voice actor as All Might. That's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah. I do love how there's like a move you can do with Tien where Chaozu just fucking murders someone. Just latches onto their fucking back.
Yeah.
But
Does
then
the
it ta-
self-destruct.
Yeah, but it takes away your another move that you can do with him. But yeah, I think it's pretty hilarious.
Chaozu, no!
Oh, Yamcha.
Chaozu used self-destruct.
I love when he self-destructs in DBZ Abridged. Where he's like, don't worry, you can just win me back, or wish me back with the Dragon Balls. And Tien's like, we already wished you back once. We can't do it again. And he's like, wait, what?
Dragon Ball Abridged was good.
They are doing the Cell Games finale as the next episode of Dragon Ball Abridged.
Yeah,
Nice.
It's.
Yeah,
I think they said it's like two big episodes.
Yeah, it's so big they had a 5-minute preview. Like if that says anything.
That's crazy. And I know they're. Last I heard from them, they were on the fence about doing the Boo Saga, but it seemed kind of negative.
Yeah, it's a lot of fucking work.
It is.
It's so much work. Like I watched a thing about how they make that, and they have to find a bunch of different mouth clips, and then they have to erase the mouth and then put a new mouth on. They're basically doing claymation in order to get their goofs out, and it's and then hey, this scene doesn't make sense here, so I'll have to take this scene and swap it for our dumb joke on how we're making the timeline happen, or this person's supposed to be here, so I have to shrink him down and throw him into the background and like fuzz it up. Like it's some real crazy editing they're doing over there to make like it's like some of the best internet content there is.
Oh yeah, easy. Pokemon Go.
Quite have 300 episodes of a podcast, but
Pokemon Go lessens the grind with new lucky Pokemon.
I noticed that. Yeah, if you trade a Pokemon, I think it's easier for you to power them up.
Yeah, they need less Stardust. The longer it says here, the longer the Pokemon spends inside a trainer's Pokemon storage, the higher the chance of them becoming lucky when they are traded. So if you've had them a long time and then trade them, there's a higher chance of them being lucky.
that's a very cool way to like.
Let's all trade our starters.
Okay.
I don't need to. Mine's powered up and
Let's all trade are starters.
Oh, I could trade you one for a Wonder Magikarp that I have. Give you some free candies, huh? Make it easy for you to power them up.
Yeah, I would.
I already have a perfect Gyarados, so.
New features in the update. You can now sort friends list and assign nicknames to friends.
I already did that.
Did you?
Yep. I have Matt, Andy, and Tarman. It's autocorrect. Sorry.
Why would you change my name? My name is Tamron Cardwell on Pokemon. I don't need on all social media, on everything, on Discord. You know what my fucking name is? Tamron Cardwell. I don't believe in anonymity on the internet.
Gifts may now contain Stardust, which is great because I've been trying to level up this muck.
Oh, yeah.
And I got a lowland muck, and it had tons of room to grow, so I need a lot of Stardust.
Yeah, you get, I think, 100 Stardust per gift that you receive, not that you send.
Yeah. Trainers now receive XP for sending gifts.
Oh, nice.
Added the ability to delete unsent gifts, which is nice because one time when I just happened to be downtown and I had my gifts like mostly full, and I wanted to get a bunch from the Chef Boyardee statue to send to people, but I didn't have enough room. Various bug fixes and performance updates.
Cool.
Yeah, I really appreciate, I mean, it's pretty obvious. It's very apparent that a lot of the fan base has kind of fallen off Pokemon Go since it came out. I mean, that was the same song that was played when Pokemon happened. It was a really big thing for about a year, maybe less.
I kind of miss, and I knew it wasn't going to last, but that first month, where every single fucking person was playing the game.
That was the closest to world peace we've ever got.
You know what? You're right.
I actually don't disagree with you. Like that's crazy. Like my parents played. Like random ass people played.
My
Who
mom
didn't even know
played.
what the fuck Pokemon was. Grandma and Grandpa were out.
I actually had a
hunting
Facebook
Pokemon.
memory one time. Us three, the minus Skyler, went downtown, and there was like kind of like a triangle of like 3 Pokestops, and there was just like it was like a festival.
Yeah.
There was so many people there.
In downtown Jacksonville, I would go down there and I'd play Pokemon Go, and there was like bar crawls. You would get a free T-shirt from bars if you dropped a lure on their bar.
Oh,
I remember
And-
libraries doing promotions
Yeah.
with lures and stuff too.
You'd fucking there was, I know one thing that was like weird that I didn't actually think of was like there were Humane Society shelters that were like renting out dogs, so you could like, oh, if you're gonna play Pokemon Go and walk around, and maybe you're a little embarrassed for playing Pokemon Go, you just walk one of our dogs. They'll enjoy the exercise, and you have an excuse to be walking around the park
That's pretty clever.
without looking like a weirdo. And then people would get attached to these dogs and they'd adopt them. And there was Humane Society shelters that were just out of dogs, which was insane.
That's
Especially-
pretty neat.
looks like I caught you.
So like,
It was real bad when they started fighting each other, though. Like
Yeah.
the dog owners
Yeah.
were like, "Get in there, Raichu!"
Yeah, like someone like there'd be like a dog, and then someone's like they brought a rooster because they caught it at a cockfight,
Right? Yeah.
and it's like, well, fuck. That's
Wow,
like,
Blaziken, fuck
Yeah.
up this Growlithe.
but yeah, it was a super fun time. And then like, you got to find small stores maybe you wouldn't usually see, and fucking meet people. I
yeah.
don't know how many like random strangers I'd be bumping into and talking like, oh hey, what are you up to?
Get your eyes up off your phone. You quit bumping into people.
Yeah.
I still occasionally bump into people even out here and out in the West where there's like fucking nobody.
Yeah.
The Wild West.
Wow, wow,
Wild West. And then you know what's weird is downtown, since the phase has passed, you're less likely to meet someone downtown because no one wants to fucking talk to you.
Yeah.
Everyone's on the way to do something.
Well, yeah, I noticed that Benson and downtown are both still fairly popular on community days.
It's especially, I don't know about Benson, but the great thing about downtown is just how dense it is. Mm-hmm. Like, it's like Pokestop, and then like you trip and fall, and then like you get up and you're at another Pokestop.
Yeah.
Is tripping and falling, do you have to do that? Is that part of the process?
No,
Are
I'm
you
just
okay?
I'm just using it as emphasis on how little you have to move to get to another Pokestop.
Oh, I see.
As in, because tripping, you're not going to go like 50 feet. You know.
Now that you've laid it all out for me, I understand the goof.
There you go.
So that's the second time Tam's removed all momentum from the podcast. Fwah, fwah, fwah.
You've been paying attention. What was the first time?
The first time was after I was talking about fucking I can't even remember. Oh, it was Rocket League and esports.
We're gonna have
And
to go
Tam
back to
just
the
went,
tape.
What is soccer?
Soccer.
And then we had a solid second and a half of dead air. It was like, is this what we're doing now? Is this the goof?
Is this
There's the
real?
goof.
Great.
Is this the goof?
And it just removed any sort of cognitive momentum anyone had in the room.
It's true, because he looked at me and I went word association. He's like, what's soccer? I'm like, football. What's football? Foot.
So there you go, Tam. 2 for 2.
Ankle.
Ball foot.
Let's
foot,
go.
Ball foot.
We don't gotta go back to the Rocket League jokes. We can just leave that at the gate.
All right, but we'll see if you go for the hat trick before the end of the podcast.
Well, let's talk about something else that's not fucking interesting.
Amazon now lets you finance gaming PCs and PC parts at zero interest.
But it's like 5 large fucking payments.
Speaking
yeah.
of zero interest, next story.
How much are you looking to pay versus like regular retail prices?
Well, for instance, there's an option to purchase a $2,000 PC with 5 monthly payments of $400,
So, what?
rather than forking over $2,000 at the time of sale.
Yeah, that makes sense. If I just got $400 burning a hole in my pocket every month,
But
I'm gonna have that next month when I move back in with my parents.
not everyone qualifies. You have to have a Prime account. You have to have a purchase history. You have to have a credit card on your account.
Your boy has all those.
Your dad's gonna cock block you so much.
Hey, Andy, how many rooms you got in that house there?
You have any
Buddy.
spare
Not
copies
a-
of Angels in the Outfield?
You have any spare copies of Angels in the Outfield?
No.
No,
No,
Just the one.
just the one gem.
man.
It's actually in the trash.
I don't appreciate
Excuse
What?
me?
Yeah. I threw it in the fucking trash.
how you two, I guess, since I wasn't here that episode, were supposed to watch it.
Did you try and watch it all the way through?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Did
Yeah.
you see the
I- watch it all the way
I put
through?
it in the VCR and then just hit the fast forward button and watched it fast forward.
Yeah, but what if the
That's not-
subliminal message was only one frame? You're gonna have to get that out of the trash and go
How
frame
are
by
you
frame,
supposed
Andy.
to go kill Vladimir Putin if I can't awaken you as the agent that you are?
That tape is gonna tell us where Jimmy Hoffa is.
Tam's just putting trigger words all over my house. The trigger word's just Christopher Lloyd when he yells.
Yeah, one thing I think is weird about that VHS, though, is anytime Christopher Lloyd's on screen, his eyes are like red and black at the same time.
It's crazy. And there's
Super cool.
Blood coming out of his ears.
Yeah. And your TV keeps bleeding every time you play it.
Marty, we gotta go to hell.
I did not realize Marty McFly was in Angels in the Outfield.
It's the only Christopher Lloyd thing I can do.
I'm trying to think of you know how Winter Soldier has a bunch of trigger words. I'm trying to think of like a string of trigger words for Andy. Like,
Blu-ray pie.
HD DVD.
HD DVD, PlayStation 3, all cash, foams, bouncy house,
Horse armor.
Gold toilets.
gold toilets.
Gold confetti. That was the word.
Valve banned a record 95,000 Steam users this past week.
Oh, fuck.
Jesus.
What for, fellas? What for?
Yeah.
Hold on, don't.
Inactivity? Jesus Christ. Please no.
Andy, what do you think? What did they
It's
get banned
cheating.
for?
It's VAC.
Yeah, VAC bans for cheating.
Can't cheat if you're not on it.
I guess my guess is gonna be Holocaust deniers.
Valve's just seeking them out.
Good one. It's 3.
Well, I just wanted to participate. Damn it! I don't like the fact that Andy got it in 2.
Which this crushed the previous record of 40,000 in July of 2017.
It's a lot of cheaters.
A lot of cheaters. Specifically games like Team Fortress, Ark, CSGO, Dota 2.
I don't understand the purpose of cheating in Team Fortress. Like, it's a free game. Anybody can play it.
Yeah, but you have to win, Skyler.
I guess, but like, there's better games to win.
My endorphins don't care how I win. They
Yeah,
care
just
that I
as
win.
long as I do.
Yeah, that's one of the big reasons for cheating.
Ark is a nightmare to play on public servers to begin with. Could you imagine if they were also cheating?
Oof.
God. Now I'm like slavery picking berries for these people. If I try and leave, they'll snipe me with a spear. Seriously, that shit happens. Some guy actually did a whole big write-up about how he got like dragged into slavery picking berries. And that his friends were pissed at him for wanting to leave because they were leaving them alone if he kept picking berries.
Just fucking quit the server. Like, what? It's a video game, yeah?
Well, yeah, but then you got to pay for your own server.
Oh.
Which, to be honest, is not that expensive.
Or don't play that game anymore.
But there's dinosaurs.
I got duped into slavery. I can't play this game anymore.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
this game got a little too real.
If you just want a server with like, I don't know, 5 people, it's like $15, $20 a month,
All right, so let's talk.
which is easy if you divvy it up.
If Ready Player One was like a real thing, did we all see that movie / read the book?
No.
I have it downloaded.
The
Yeah,
book?
I did both. I read the book like 3 years ago. And
But I'm completely uninterested in it, so if you want to spoil it, go ahead.
It's more the fact of like inside of this game, Ark. You said right?
Yeah.
People made other people slaves. Can
Yes.
we pretend for a second that would not be happening in the Ready Player One universe? Like you log on, you're just like, well, back on the grind, I guess. I just got to do this thing now. This is my whole gaming experience.
It's just fucking farming this fucking bone crush belts and giving them to somebody else.
Bonesaw.
Oh, so is he?
Oh, yeah.
And finally, our last story here for the podcast. A rare Magic the Gathering card sells for $87,000.
Is that the one that they opened?
I
I know somebody. This might not be related to the story, but as he's looking, somebody opened a Black Lotus on stream.
Oh,
For real?
I've seen a...
Yeah, for real. There was like some big Magic event. It was like, hey, we've got like 6 packs of this thing or whatever, and they just opened it and then, boom, there it was. Oh, that's as mint as it could be.
It doesn't look like this was one that was open.
Okay.
It was
Wasn't
an
the Black Lotus?
it was an alpha Black Lotus.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
that's hype.
For those of you who don't know, Black Lotus is the most expensive card.
Yeah,
I would say, yeah.
I think so.
When I was working at a shipping place, someone came in to ship a Black Lotus, and so I took extra good care of it. And he came back later to ship something else. He was like, "Yeah, the Black Lotus I sold turned out to be fake."
He sold that Black Lotus.
Well, he refunded the guy.
Oh, okay.
But it turned out to be fake.
Yeah, there's a bunch of those.
So that that case I made for it and the cardboard to keep it from bending, I should have just fucking thrown it in a bag.
The most expensive card that I've ever seen was it's got a long name, but the shop owner just called it the Tabernacle, and it was in the case for $1,300. A singular Magic card.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
What were Charizards? Holographic Charizards used to be
They were like
worth
150.
something.
Yeah. 200 in the heyday.
Yeah. That's the Fireball Charizard.
You gotta have that first ed,
Yeah.
or else it's like $10.
John,
Like terrible.
John
Yeah,
Nolan
not
had a
for Pokemon
first
cards.
edition.
Really?
First edition holographic
I had a
Charizard.
holographic Articuno, and it was scratched to shit. But I loved it.
I've got all 150 Pokemon cards.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, I know.
All right, guys. Nerd! That will do it for this episode of 3 Hit Combo Podcast. Episode 300.
I had a fun time. I had a couple ideas of what we could be doing in the future for our podcast.
Okay.
We could revamp it and do a codcast. So this could either be a Call of Duty podcast or
right,
a podcast about the fish, North Atlantic cod. Or alternatively, we could do a bodcast, which is as sexual and sensual as it sounds.
Did you say
Bodcast.
A bod?
Bod
Okay.
with a B. Bravo, October, December.
We could also do like a Bobcast when we talk about our favorite Roberts.
Yeah.
That's a decent idea. Okay, well, I'll take those under consideration. I like the first one because I think we could shake it up and we could talk about the game one week, the fish the next week, and then the game, the fish, the game, the fish.
If you remember that one Call of Duty, the fish had AI. I think it was Ghost.
Yeah. Oh, so then we could do like a combo episode.
Yeah.
Like once
About the fish in the game.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
There we go.
that's perfect.
Well, guys, next week's going to be exciting as fuck.
So unexplored space here in the podcast realm.
I know. It's crazy.
Put
All
it
right.
in the envelope.
Well, remember, you can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/3hitcombo podcast, twitter.com/3hitcombo PC. For the love of God, send us your nudes at 3hitcombopodcast@gmail.com and search for us on YouTube, 3-Hit Combo Podcast. So, for Skyler, Tam, and Andy, this is Matt, signing out.